How do you think it feels to have my son paying me? How do you think that feels?
You wouldn't be here if I didn't pay you.
Welcome to This Time with TIFF Edition. Today we're going to be diving into Honey Boy. Honey Boy!
They also didn't
They
sing
didn't
that
sing that in the movie at all. Now, we've been diving into some of these films that are at TIFF, and what I love so far is that every movie we've seen has been great.
Yeah.
We haven't missed yet.
We haven't missed yet.
We have not missed yet.
Honey Boy is written by Shia LaBeouf, directed by Alma Har'el, I believe.
We're going to get the exact
We'll get the name.
Yeah.
And this is really her, I guess, first time really getting a feature film director.
For sure.
You know, she's mostly a documentary director. And the film is basically about Shia LaBeouf growing up.
Right.
Now, it focuses on 2 points of his life. I think he's when he's 12 years old and when he's around in his 20s.
Right.
And Alma Har'el. That's it. That's her name.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, the film is not explicitly Shia LaBeouf, but it is a character named Otis, played by Noah Jupe when he's 12, and Lucas Hedges when he's 20s. So Shia LaBeouf creates this character about him, but it's really about his relationship with his dad and how that went. So what are your takes on this, guys?
So this movie, and it's funny because Shia's in the movie as well too, and he actually plays his dad, which
He plays Papa.
feels like it would be a very surreal thing to do because obviously like we know Shia LaBeouf from the Transformers series and a bunch of other movies that he's done. Like my first introduction to him was obviously Even Stevens and shows like The Nightmare Room and stuff like that he was on.
Yep.
And you don't realize, I guess, the darkness in some people's lives because like especially with a character like him, he's always was like the funny comedian, and you don't realize what people are going through, I guess, behind the camera. So to kind of have him shed that light, and for him to actually have written the script, I think is really cool because you're getting his, I guess, firsthand accounts of something that you wouldn't know unless you are him or you're his dad.
Yeah.
Right. And for him to actually take on the role of his dad too, I think was really
That must have been therapeutic for him.
very therapeutic for him for sure.
It must have been so surreal to be
Yeah.
your father and to
Be treating
perform
Yeah.
that role, because his father wasn't the greatest father,
right.
Even from the trailer, you can sense it. It's
Right.
He lived a tough life, not the tough. I don't know if it's the toughest, but for him, it was pretty tough.
It's a very interesting, tough life because
Yeah.
you're a famous person that's being treated like this.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
Alcoholic father.
Yeah,
Right.
father that works for you when
Works
you
for
really
you, right.
look at it. Like that was the whole thing. He was his
His guardian,
His
pretty
guardian,
much.
yeah.
Stagehand, pretty
Yeah.
much.
Stagehand.
Yeah.
And like you're paying your dad, and that's a big theme of this movie, that this young character Otis is dealing with the fact that his dad doesn't treat him right. He has to pay his dad pretty much to be there, and he feels that if he stops paying his dad,
he's not his dad anymore.
His dad is not his dad anymore. He's
Yeah.
going to leave.
Yeah.
And I love that like this movie is very much like a different sort of coming of age story because you're seeing the two different stories kind of being interwoven together with young Otis and I guess more adult Otis.
Yeah.
And this played phenomenally both by Noah Jupe and Lucas Hedges.
Yeah.
In different parts of Shia's life, and it's what blows me away too is how, because Shia was at our screening with the director and Lucas.
They're
and
all there, yeah.
They were all there, and the fact that she basically got into contact with Shia by mistake because her documentary was in a Bob Dylan section of a store, and Shia saw it and loved it and reached out to her.
Yeah.
Like, that's so cool. Like that's
Very cool.
That's such like a movie
Moment.
moments, and it actually happened and it inspired this movie. But I really love this
I
movie.
really enjoyed it.
Yeah, I remember before we went into it, I was like, okay, this is probably gonna be a slow burn, whatever. Let's just get it through it. 90 minutes kind of flies by,
Right.
and the whole time you're so invested. And what I love is that I don't think at any point it got too heavy for me to go, okay, I don't think I could watch.
Yeah.
I may be able to watch this again at home, just like kind of like in the background, because it was so like the performances keep you so captivated the whole time. I definitely, I guess, enjoyed more of the Noah Jupe side of the story.
Yeah,
right.
Jupe, but whenever Lucas Hedges came on, it was such a great balance, and it matched the energy of what you expect to be at this point, and it's edited so intricately, and it flows so well.
Yeah. It's just they weave together so well, and just it's shot beautifully as well too. There's such beautiful shots in this. Obviously, this movie, the majority of it takes place in Los Angeles, so you're going to get some beautiful like sunsets and palm trees and things like that. And obviously, but like it just the look of this movie is just so unique, and I think like it must have been so therapeutic for him to finally.
Shia's performance was phenomenal.
Yeah.
Amazing.
If he's not nominated for anything, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah,
he was.
I guess supporting
Supporting role.
Yeah, for sure,
supporting definitely. He was phenomenal.
I hope so. Yeah, because
It's just so good. But yeah, it was so well shot too, and like the editing was well paced again. The jump from going forward in time, back in time, it just worked so well.
Yeah,
It was a beautiful movie.
yeah,
it showed literally this character struggling. So everything that we've heard about Shia LaBeouf in the media in terms of the things that he's done, plagiarizing books, etc.,
right.
I'm not saying this movie justifies it, but when you watch it, you're like, okay, I kind of see how this guy lived his life and became who he became.
Right, and just trying to understand his mind a bit more, right? Again, this isn't like the be all end all. Like leaving this, you're not going to know everything about Shia, but I think you're just going to understand who he is and how his mind works a little bit more, and especially who his dad was, because his dad definitely was a spotlight in this movie. I thought it was going to be very much a background role, but he's very much there as a supporting.
He's a catalyst in the story. Really.
Yeah, very much a catalyst, and just seeing him come to terms with his father, who he is, and kind of on his road of like repairing that relationship and his recovery. It made me excited to see more Shia LaBeouf movies down the road. Like, I really hope this ignites his career in the sense of that he'll start doing more movies again, because I think he's such a great actor.
He is. Yeah. When Disney Plus comes out, I am binging Even Stevens.
100%. 100%. So I think with all of us, let's go around and give our final
I would
final
say
thoughts.
a must watch.
Yeah.
Must watch.
Easily, same thing. It's So
if you love like Shia and you grew up with him, this is a great story to understand his origins.
Right.
Yeah. Same with Anthony. Must watch it to watch it 100% because it's so. It gives you the feels in the right way.
Right. Yeah. We're 3 for 3. Watch it. It's an Amazon original, which luckily still means it's going to be getting a theater release.
Yep.
So check it out in theaters. If you have Amazon Prime, hopefully once it gets there too, watch it. It's a definitely must watch. So yeah, we've been really lucky with our TIFF
so lucky
films so far this year that we've just been having straight watches across the board. Woo. Alrighty, so that was this time with our review of Honey Boy. Keep it right here on This Time With on Instagram, podcast services, on YouTube. We're going to be having more reviews coming out as we watch them. That was This Time.
And we'll see you next.